Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This one's gonna be specifically focusing on these 2017 style mirrors on an 06 F250. I know they come in different types of styles. You know, you got the little 06 style mirrors, not even toe mirrors, that mine actually came factory with. Here's a picture of what they look like here, like little hippo ears. And then you got the round style 06 toe mirrors, which I think are horrid. And then you go up to the 08 style mirrors that I previously had. Here's another picture. And then here's a 2017 style that I currently have right now. And these currently have the Boost Auto Parts switchbacks installed. This toe mirror kit, the switchbacks, all of this is complete plug and play directly from Boost Auto Parts. And I've had these on for a year, so let me get a little bit closer and kind of show you what it looks like. So to start off, I have had a lot of people ask me if this little cone piece cuts off any type of visibility from your mirror. You're not really losing much, honestly, and you're not going to be looking up at the sky. So that's not really any type of a visibility loss. These also do have the heated mirrors right there if you have that option in your vehicle. And then we're going to go right over to here. And these also have a little flood light. So when you step out of your vehicle, it'll shine down and you can see. So that's another cool option that come with these Boost Auto Parts. Another thing is that I have had these, the entire mirror, this entire setup with the switchbacks for 2 years now, a little over 2 years, and zero issues. I've had a lot of people buy, you know, the off-brand switchbacks, you know, like, oh, well, what if I just, you know, buy the stock mirror from an actual 17 and then buy the switchbacks off Amazon, you know, if that's going to be any better or if it's going to be the same. And I'm going to be honest, it's not the same, only because when you buy those 2017 style mirrors, you're having to deal with having to rewire them is one thing. And another thing, on these, you have to actually shave off a tab. They don't directly bolt on right off the bat. There's a little tab when you try and put it on, it'll swivel, like it'll just move up and down and it won't want to go right in. So you'll have to grind off a tab. So you're gonna have to mess with rewiring. You're gonna have to go on forums and all that, figure out who can wire them up. You know, if you don't have the knowledge, where to find it, if you're doing it right. It's like, did I waste my money? And you're having all this work and time into it, rather than just going through Boost Auto Parts, getting the right switchbacks that are gonna last and are way better quality. So you're saving time, effort, and like I said, it's been over 2 years, not a single issue with these. And I think it's worth it, because whenever you buy something off Amazon, it's really frustrating to buy it and having to return it, figure out the wiring and all that. So it's super easy. You pay a little more, but the quality is there, and the time that you save, I think, is well worth it as well. So you're just gonna save a lot of time and effort going through them, and that's my personal opinion. I like getting something that's a good quality that I don't have to mess with later on down the road. And like I said, that's just my personal opinion. If you want to go, you know, the alternate route, I would say the only alternate route that I would personally choose is if you did decide to buy, you know, the 2017 style mirrors and do them yourself, the wiring, and you're knowledgeable in that, then cool. But I honestly would go with them for at least the switchbacks. The quality is there and the customer service and everything's there. I would definitely go with them hands down 100%. And for those of you that may not know what switchbacks are, which I also have installed in my headlights, is it'll have this white running light on, and then whenever you go to hit your turn signal, they turn amber. So those sync up, both are yellow, and then whenever you go to stop using it, it goes back to its white. So I really like the design. They look really neat. I know some people will go as far as, you know, taping these off right here and then painting over it, and it gives it a lot cleaner look. But that is the gist of the switchbacks. And yes, these do have, you know, power mirrors, so they'll move in and out whatever direction you want. If your truck has the heated mirrors, it'll have heated mirrors. The only thing that I am not 100% sure of is the power fold option. Mine doesn't have that option, of course, but on the newer styles, I know some people have power folding mirrors. I'm not 100% sure if these will do that. So let me just kind of get into depth on more of pulling these out, showing you how to get them out and how easy they are to plug in. So off the bat, you're gonna need a 7/16 socket. You're gonna need the long extension just because whenever you go to take these off, it'll bottom out. Those are really long screws on the other side. So on these, you're gonna pop off the tabs. I already took this one off right here and the nut. Pop that tab off and you loosen it. Whenever you loosen it, make sure that that nut is secure in here. So like slowly take it out, make sure it's in the socket and then drop it out, you know, in your little bucket or whatever, because that will fall inside your door well and it's kind of hard to get it out. It's almost out. And slowly just tilt it up and catch it like that. And then over here, this has clips on it and these will just pop right out. It'll kind of pop right there, and those are 2 clips you're trying to get it off of. You pull these 2 strips up and there's your last 3 bolts. So before we take all the nuts off, we're gonna wanna take this door off. There's gonna be a screw right here. You'll unclip this, a little flathead will pop that right off. There'll be a screw right here. You'll take this off. This unclips from here, do not pull from there. That'll break the tab, I've done that before. So there's a clip here, pull it, pops right up, slides up. There will be a screw right there. I just left that one out and I just only leave one in here. But there will be 2 screws, one up there, one right here. And if we're taking both of those little screws off, you're gonna need a little extension just to reach to the back of that one, and then just a number 7 socket. You're gonna wanna grab this and kind of stuff it in there so when you go and pull up this door, it'll slide in there. So like I said, you just kind of push it in there, slide out, grab your little door seal, molding, whatever, set it aside. And this is the plug right here that is already pre-wired for you from Boost Auto Parts. Man, it's dusty back here, look at that. I'm gonna clean that up. But, so you're gonna wanna unplug that. So I got my arm on the other side, just kind of holding it steady while I get this last one off. Thing you're fighting. And then you can let it go and it'll kind of sit back, catch on that, and you can go around it. And then it'll just pull out like that. Be gentle with it so you don't strip anything out.
I'll go.
Hold on.
Okay. You want me to hold it?
No, I don't know. What is catching on? Oh, it was sideways. But that's the gist of it. And so for this part right here, I'm just gonna kind of reverse the steps. We're gonna go ahead and put it back on. We're gonna kind of run through it. Just in case there's some of you that are looking for how to put it on, you know, I showed how to take them off, so we'll just kind of fly through this real quick. All right, so I changed hoodies, so don't, whatever, don't ask about it. Anyway, so you're gonna wanna grab this little pigtail, slide it in as far as that little guy can go. And then you're gonna wanna line up the screws with the existing holes that are already in it. So Jordan's holding it propped up right there, but what I'm gonna do is secure a little bolt in there first so that it doesn't, she don't gotta hold it anymore. So I got the first one in. Putting them back on is a little bit different. Do not snug them all in at the same time. It's kind of like a tire. So put one in, you know, just kind of put it in there a little snug, snug, and then you'll kind of just like a tire, tighten them, because it's from 4 corners, it'll tighten. Because what I did before is I would tighten the top ones and then the bottom sticks out a little bit. So I don't want to crack or put any pressure. This is plastic, you know, on that outside, so I don't want to break it. So just barely snug them and then tighten them as you go, kind of like a tire in a little triangle formation. So you can see the pigtail right here in this little gap. What you want to do is kind of just push it. I got long fingers, so I can just kind of like push it to my other finger. Into the end, there it is right there. Just kind of grab it, pull it through, and there's your pigtail. This is really easy. Like I said, plug and play. Boost Auto Parts is the only guys that I would recommend. Yeah, I'm gonna grab this. So slide this little guy through it. There you go. Kind of just let them sit in there. Get this door over your little old existing lock. And there are tabs you have to line this up with, so you kind of have to play with it. You'll feel it, there you go. And it sits right in. There'll be a little gap. If you can feel a gap underneath, it's not ready. So this, it won't go in because there's a tab, so you kind of just feel for it and then it hooks. And you'll just feel it all sit down nicely. This guy slides back in. Oh, probably don't pinch your wires. Oops. Tap that baby in, put those back on. Those are clips. And we'll go back through over here, grab our socket and little screw.
You're quick.
Line up the hole and snug her down. So, final step, putting the tab on there. I know I kind of flew by through that last little bit, but I just didn't want to waste a lot of time just because I showed you guys how to take it apart. So, you know, putting it back on is pretty simple. It's not really that hard, but the main thing I wanted to show you is just how easy it is. The final step will be just putting these on, trip your hazards, and then we're gonna go over here to the switchback. Looks like it's working properly, matches up with the front, and now we're gonna turn off the hazards and back to its light. So super easy install. You know, if this is your first time getting Boost Auto Parts mirrors or switchbacks, I think you guys will really enjoy them. Oh, this side's dirty, but whatever. And if you have any questions, just comment below. I'm gonna post a little video right now. Enjoy this little edit of these bad boys in action. And that is all we have for today, guys. Remember, like, subscribe, tell me what you guys want to see, what you want to hear, and I hope I covered everything. I try to cover as much as I could about putting them on, taking them off. You know, I've had them for 2 years, no issues. So if you have any other questions, let me know. And no, I did not install these switchbacks. They were already on the mirrors when I got them from Boost Auto because I ordered them in a complete kit. So like I said, guys, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video.